gotta talk about the drama that is going on between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Last night we saw another chapter to the ongoing Nicki Minaj Cardi B feud.
We got action.
This is messy. This is messy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, this is crazy.
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are going at it again.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were fighting overnight on social media.
Nicki Minaj has been going off on everybody, specifically Roc Nation, recently, saying stuff about Jay-Z,
JT, and also Ice Spice chiming in there.
You got JT and you got Ice Spice involved.
She decided to take even more shots at Jay-Z. Why? I don't know.
Nicki Minaj posted all of these tweets on social media. What are you doing?
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have let it all out and have finally gone at each other back and forth on a Twitter exchange. And I believe, if I'm a betting man, this gonna turn into tracks back and forth.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's feud reignited on Tuesday after Nicki threw some shots online, mocking Cardi's new album price, comparing her lines to Barney. Then Cardi decided to clap back, dragging her family over allegations.
Yesterday, watching the two of them go back and forth, it was too far. They brought the kids into it.
Wrong. Wrong on both ends.
Yeah, I felt like it was too far.
Listen, bro, Cardi B album just dropped. It's kind of doing numbers right now.
the numbers conversation, and trust me, I'm with y'all. I don't really care about numbers as to how it makes me feel about music.
I feel like when we dealing with rappers like Nicki and Cardi, bro, y'all gotta rap.
But I believe a lot of the beef is stirred by the talent.
It was a tweet, and it was from a Nicki Minaj fan page. And the fan page says, despite false reports, Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper to have an album cross 200K units the first week this decade. We are 5 years into this decade.
Cardi B thought that she was going to be able to sell out Nicki Minaj based on what the fans are saying. Cardi B was on Twitter Spaces saying things like this.
Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be crying, because I'ma outsell. I'm gonna have hits, I'm gonna be on top. That's a fact.
Okay, now time has passed and she did not outsell Nicki Minaj, but they were celebrating that she sold 200K units.
Took it to fucking hell last night. They were already hitting each other with low blows, but this is probably some of the worst shit that I've seen in a minute. And this is coming from both parties.
I'm not gonna say either or. I believe all of this is stirred by their still beef. But some might say that Nicki Minaj is still pressed by Cardi B, because a lot of this drama that ended up stirring up last night was because of some tweets that Nicki Minaj posted.
Got sunned on Sun's Day and it's Sunday. Birth the ninja. Who want it with the sensei? Retire someday. Only if my son say 32726. That's my fun day. 3/27/26, March 27, 2006. Nicki started teasing that date while Cardi was dropping her album.
3/27/26, hinting at some new music. Obviously could be nothing, but it didn't feel like nothing, because then she said, to every enabler, never provoke a writer while they're writing. You join the game as a willing participant. Don't try to back out now.
Nicki Minaj had announced 6 months in advance the date of her new project that's coming out March next year. And a lot of people were like, she's only doing this because Cardi B is reigning supreme right now when it comes to her second #1 album. She's the only female rapper to have 2 #1 consecutive albums.
This is the Terrence Crawford and Canelo of hip hop. And you might be like, wait, you think they're that great of rappers? That's not even what I'm saying. This is the last super fight. Drake and Kendrick and Nicki and Cardi are the last. Drake and Kendrick and Nicki and Cardi are essentially exactly alike.
So there were some tweets that went out last night from Nicki Minaj that said, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, rap like Barney, still ugly.
And she's calling Cardi B Barney.
Nicki Minaj, you are 43 years old. You are 10 years this girl's senior. Why are you out here doing? I knew you was going to do it. I knew a Chucky meme was ready for you. You were waiting for these numbers like it was Christmas Eve and you wanted to open one present.
Falling off the charts with a big belly, running trains barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outsell me. Okay, so that's a reference to Cardi B's line in her album. She was like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which she got a lot of backlash for because it was some simple rhyming.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pregnant, question mark, play with this. I'm just gonna, you can play with this, you can fill in the blank.
Nicki appeared to take subliminal shots at Cardi on social media. So they are saying that Nicki kind of started it with the subs on social media in a series of since deleted posts. So she deleted all the posts too.
Nicki also addresses Cardi saying the fertility issues thing. She says that she's never had fertility issues and it's not something that should be used lightly because there are women who deal with that. And, you know, prayers to those women. But Cardi mentions, listen, it's your son's birthday because yesterday was Papa Bear's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And you're on Twitter dedicating essays to me. For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese.
There really is no winner. Both of them are losing. Both of them are taking shots at each other's kids. No matter who you like, who you choose in the war, I think there should be some level of respect when it comes to the kids and them not being disparaged along the way because their parents can't seem to get their shit together.
Raw dogging pregnant with the fourth baby. Barney B, BV, HPV. Allegedly.
Oh my God. All of these are STDs. That's nasty. Y'all, hey, they get petty, bro. They get so petty, bro. That is, bro.
Her doing all of these stops and things while pregnant, performing while pregnant, I think it's iconic. I'm not gonna hold you because it used to be where if a woman was in her prime, the last thing she could do was be pregnant.
All right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy like you wasn't going to different fertility. See, look, bro, it's getting personal.
She then said, all right, now this is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like, you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all them scrambling your eggs? Not allegedly. Lord protect my babies.
She states, is the Barney B and the flop? Is I'm lying about fertility when the queen has never once seen or spoken to a fertility doctor in her life?
Nicki also shared this photo of Cardi B as Barney and then Jay-Z crying with money.
Thing is getting like pretty ugly. And then it came back around to album sales. Cardi said, why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with, and you can't because you're doing lower than all of them.
I was in high school when you came out. WTF is you comparing yourself to me for?
Hey, bro.
I was talking to someone, a subscriber, I believe, and I was just like, listen, this right here, that part right there, I agree with the point that I never understood why the hell there's beefing in the first place. So I'm glad that Cardi B is at least not that delusional that she could acknowledge that Nicki Minaj is up there and she's the next class or at least below her, because they should never be beefing.
Okay, now some people took it like, oh, she admitted she's not in Nicki's league. Which, you know, if Nicki uses that in the battle, like in the track, that's actually strategy.
They should never be beefing, bruh. It's unfair. It's always been unfair in my opinion. Always been unfair. So yeah, she has a different level of peers, but I don't know if Nicki Minaj sees herself in that way. I think she should see it. She should see herself in that way, but in her opinion, she thinks that Cardi B is a part of a bigger entity going at her, and she wants to go ahead and strike at Cardi B in that mind state. But Cardi recently in the interview says it's never been that. We just ain't get along.
Cardi B, no matter how you feel about her on either side of the situation, has been enjoying promoting this project. She is pregnant. The last thing she needs to be doing is getting to any fights.
Cardi B says, the power I have, make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. Right? Then immediately after that, she tweets Cocaine Barbie. Now, I'm gonna keep it a stack, man. Oh boy.
They probably have each other blocked. Cardi says, Cocaine Barbie. The power I have, make these B words come out of rehab every time. Go to your effing room. She then says, nothing more annoying than a bored bee. You must have missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet. Okay.
So then she tweets Nicki Minaj's brother, who's in jail for, you know, doing some inappropriate things with children or a child, in a Barbie wig.
That's Nicki Minaj's brother. If you don't know his cases, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster of a human being.
He is a registered offender. Therefore, he needed to be monitored.
There's also some more drama going on now between Cardi B and Ice Spice and Spice's manager. Audio that was leaked. She came out on socials, like leaked the whole 11-minute conversation. Honestly, I don't care about any of this.
She then tweets at Ice Spice's manager, James, saying, but wait, James, because I just know you didn't only record the beginning of that conversation. Go ahead, baby, post the whole 11-minute convo when Ice Spice said she was in her feelings all because I said Sexy deserved a BET award and she had just won some iHeart award I wasn't even thinking about. Post it all. You came to bang, right?
So James Roseman, that's who it is. So she talking about Ice and saying I'm not a lotto in a leaked phone call from 2024 and threatens to beat up Ice Spice and leaked audio. So now Ice Spice is dragged into this too.
Cardi says the reason why Ice Spice is in her feelings is because she said that Sexy Red deserved a BET award or something like that.
James then responded to Cardi and said, I did not record or leak that call. You hear me on speaker with your manager Tubby, who called me with you on three-way. You can literally hear that in the clip. The audio didn't come from me. I respect private conversations and I'm not in the business of leaking anything at Cardi B.
I mean, you know, I guess the bottom line is that rap girls are at war, man. Like it's just going crazy. It really seems like, aside for a few, there's definitely a group of female rappers, women rappers, who just kind of mind their business and stay out of it, right?
Cardi B, you guys are both hugely successful. And I saw Cardi B reflect on that, especially during this project, and she's been meeting all the fans. And then I've been seeing old clips of her when she was on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm thinking, like, you've come so far. Why can we all learn from what Beyonce does?
And this is why I said this is going to be the next Drake and Kendrick. It's going to split things down the middle and people are going to go on sides, right?